Hey everybody, this is Roberto Parker with Innovative Sports Training. Let's talk performance today. Now, I've been a strength and conditioning coach and a trainer for almost 40 years. Boy, that's a long time, I know. But everybody is a performer. Everybody is an athlete. Now, some athletes wear coat and tie to work. Some athletes might wear a dress to work. Maybe they're a school teacher or a professional in a corporation. Some athletes catch a ball and swing a bat and make a lot of money doing it. Some athletes just like going out on the weekends, maybe do a triathlon, go for a hike, play some volleyball on the beach. But we are all athletes. Some at lower levels, some at higher levels, but we're all athletes. Thus, we should take care of our bodies and take care of our health. Now, let me define the different levels of performance. The first level is occupational. Occupational means you go to work every day, you make a living, you can work in an office, you could be a construction worker, you can have your own business. I'm a business person myself, self-employed. I'm on my feet quite a bit. I got to be athletic to keep up with these other guys in here. I've got to be able to demonstrate certain activities. Otherwise, they wouldn't know how to do it. So all of us are an athlete to a certain level. Occupational is you just get out there and you do what you have to do every day to make a living. And without good performance, you will not have a good living, guys, because your body will break down. Your health will break down. So all of us need to perform. Now, the next one, recreational. Now, maybe that's a little bit of a step up, you might say or think. Recreational to me is someone, let's say, who wants to get involved in maybe doing a Tough Mudder run. They're doing a triathlon. Maybe they're in a volleyball league or a basketball league, a co-ed league on the weekends, or something along those lines. Maybe you have little kids that are involved in little league sports. To me, that's kind of recreational. They only practice a couple times a week, but they need to perform. Now, when you get to the recreational level, it takes a little bit more work and more of a time commitment. Let's talk about the third level, which most people are probably most familiar with. That is high performance. Now, we're talking people like Michael Phelps with 20 plus Olympic medals. We're talking people like LeBron James, who is a freak of nature, who can slam dunk a basketball all day long. We're talking about a Tom Brady. We're talking about high elite athletes who make a lot of money to do what they do. I would even throw college athletes in that category, by the way. They spend a lot of hours, a lot of training, a lot of precision work to really perfect their game. Those are high performance athletes. But at the base of everything, guys, because one day even those high performance athletes won't be high performing anymore. So they've got to step it back down, so to speak, to an occupational recreational level. Still, you must be able to perform in order to survive. Now, let's talk about the more physical side of all of these performance levels here. When I design a program for an athlete, any performance athlete at any level, I look at stability, strength, I look at balance, I look at coordination, timing, I look at mobility / flexibility. Balance is how well can you balance on one leg? How well can you balance on one arm? How well can you walk without losing your balance? It's your equilibrium, so to speak. Does your line of gravity sync with your center of gravity? If your line of gravity is always in front of your center of gravity being my hips, line of gravity being up here in my shoulder area, if you're like this a lot, you're going to lose your balance. Plus, you're going to have some biomechanical issues in terms of your lower back. If your line of gravity is not in sync with the center of gravity, you will have some performance and health issues. Let's talk about strength and stability. Now, don't misconstrue heavy weightlifting for stability. You can be very strong with weights, and I've seen this a lot over the years, a lot. I used to work for an NFL team. I'll never forget. We had a young man there who was a player on the team, and he could bench press 400 pounds, but he couldn't do a push-up on a stability ball to save his life. He had weak stability, had strong muscles, but he had weak core. He had weak stabilization areas in his body. It's like this. You take a big, strong tree that has big, huge branches, okay, like my biceps, okay? But it has a very weak trunk. what's going to happen to that tree in the next big windstorm? It's going to fall over. Vice versa, you take a tree with a very big trunk, but very small branches. That tree is going to be around a long time. So just keep that in mind. So there's a difference between stability and strength. Both are important in performance. It depends on what level, once again, you are right here. If you're a high performance athlete, you better be strong in the weight room. You better be, in most cases. An everyday person, occupational, recreational athlete, you better have good stability. You might go to the airport after a long trip of flying somewhere, you pick up a luggage from the carousel and, oh, there goes my back. Why? Because those stabilization areas are not strong like they should be. Stability. Let's talk about timing. Coordination, pretty much. Eye-hand, eye-foot coordination. Now, is that important? Yes, it is, for all levels. Even more important for the high-performance athlete. It's important for the recreational athlete. It's important for the occupational athlete. What if you work a job in which you're working with heavy equipment? You better have good coordination, otherwise it could be pretty bad. It could be fatal. But having good eye-hand coordination is important because muscles, believe it or not, communicate with our brain. And brain communicates with muscles. We're stronger. We're more less prone to diseases when we have all of these things firing and working together. Mobility, flexibility. Now there's a difference between the two, actually. Flexibility is the ability just to stretch the range of motion of your various joints in your body. I'm bending over and I'm stretching my hamstrings right now. Okay? That's flexibility. Mobility is where, okay, can I do the same thing on one leg now? Can I balance and stretch and bend and flex? That's more mobility. Mobility, in my opinion, you might get various opinions on this, mobility is a combination of timing, stability, strength, and balance. I'll give you a good example. A person can tie themselves in a knot in terms of their flexibility. But they go out and play a game of basketball and they sprain an ankle, they blow a knee out because they have no mobility. I've seen athletes, high performance athletes, who are not that flexible, but they have very good mobility. They're able to move. You don't have to have extreme flexibility in order to prevent injuries like everybody thinks you do. You have to have a decent level of mobility, the ability to move. Now guys, you tie all this in right here, and that is what I call the four components of athletic performance. Occupational, recreational, high performance. Those three right there. Occupational, recreational, high performance. Just at each level, you just change up the way you do it in terms of the intensity level, in terms of repetitions, in terms of sets. But guys, we are all athletes. Now, this leads me to my final statement here. I will help you guys if you want me to, if you will allow me to, the privilege of doing this. Starting in a few weeks, I'm starting up the virtual training program. It's called the Performance and Health Virtual Training Program. At the end of this video, you'll see a few links and more information related to that. In this program, I will be your monthly accountability coach. I will be your monthly coach in order to help you with menu planning, with your nutritional levels. I will help you with lab assessments. I will help you with hormone assessment. I've been trained to do that, guys. I can help you with that. I don't know everything, but I know a few things. I can help you with your health and with your performance, be it at the occupational level, the recreational level, or the high performance level. Guys, thanks for watching this video today. I'm Roberto Parker with Innovative Sports Training. The Performance and Health Virtual Training Program, individualized training program, is coming real soon. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.